Alright, so one night I was just browsing through my phone, checking random stuff, and then suddenly YouTube notified me about someone commenting on one of my videos, telling me that, hey, can you do a guide about that mega shortcut in PAPU'S Pyramid, because I just saw Jordy's world record in Pyramid and can't replicate it. Something along those lines. Actually, I have already known about this for a while, it's just that I've procrastinating on learning it. But yeah, thanks to my community for sharing it with me in advance. So anyway, difficulty of this shortcut. What's the difficulty of this shortcut? It's definitely easier than the mega shortcut in Polar Pass. So yeah, you get the gist of it. Except for this one, if you want to really improve your time in Pyramid, you'll have to pull it off 3 consecutive times, unlike in Polar Pass where you just need to do it lap 1. And then this can be done by all driving styles. I have a clip later with me doing it with turn. So that's the extreme. That's the lower extreme. So I can assure you that you can pull it off with drift, axle, and balance too. Alright, so how do you take the shortcut exactly? How do you pull it off? So you have to remember 2 things. First, you'll have to hug the left wall as much as possible to make space in preparation for jumping to the right, and then you must know how to do a ground U-turn. How do you do it again? Just hold brake, reverse, and right or left buttons. So as usual, I'm just going to let the clip play first, and then we're going to examine it step by step. So from here, power slide to the left, hug the left wall as much as possible, and then the moment you see this object here, this left red object here, once you pass through it, you will need to switch power slide. You'll need to face right while power sliding, and then do a good mix of balancing, pressing right and left here, and then you will be approaching around this area, okay, where my mouse is currently hovering at. That's where you want to be. And then the moment you reach here, wait, this will serve as a sign when you will be jumping. So before you reach that, a little bit before you reach that, I will need you to pull off a grounded U-turn, as you can see on the clip. Anyway, so this one will play a slow-mo version. So once you pass this red object here, red wall here, you switch power sliding to the right side, facing the right side, and then before you reach this pattern here, you do a grounded U-turn, like what I was pressing at the controller. And then the moment you reach it, the moment you touch this yellow pattern and feel like you have already faced enough to the right, press jump while still holding these buttons. Okay, so that's basically it. That's how you do the shortcut there. So along the way, while you are practicing, you're going to encounter a lot of errors likely, and I have compiled my own errors here for us to examine. So you will be picked by the mask multiple times. That's okay. Why is that happening? Because you are going to the area out of bounds, and this one happens because you're not high enough, plus you are going to the right too much. And then next one, you bump the wall. That's fine too, just keep practicing. Then bump the wall again, and then bump the wall again, and then skid to the wall and fail, and then attempt to U-turn. Then when your fingers get twisted, you will just attempt to U-turn, or if you've had enough of trying to power slide to the right, you will try to do you will try to just drive straight and do an ultra turn, which will fail because you're going to bump to the wall. That's why power sliding to the right is crucial. And then bump the wall again, or just pick up the mat. That's pretty normal, don't worry guys. And then you'll find the sweet spot for you. Bam. So just have to remember, hug the left corner as much as possible, and then once you pass through the red wall, switch power sliding facing the right, and then do a grounded U-turn before the yellow pattern. Before the yellow pattern here, and then your path will be around this area. Okay? Then grounded U-turn, and then once you touch that pattern, you do a jump while still holding the U-turn buttons a little bit more. There's actually a better way to do this. This is just the safe play in general. Especially if you watch Jordy's latest world record run in PAPU'S Pyramid. It's just a little bit more risky. Since whenever I do that, I always get picked by the mask. So you can also try it, of course, to improve your time further, or you can play it safe and jump high. Because based on this video, he jumps around this area. Meanwhile, I tend to do it a little bit higher and more, which costs more time, which consumes more time. So yeah. So you play it safe or you risk it, it's up to you. Just have to be careful in getting picked by the mask when you go to the far right, or if you're not jumping high enough, okay? Just be careful of that. That's basically it for this video. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments down below. If you like it, if you have learned how to do this based from my explanation, then please do say so in the comments too. Would really appreciate it. And if you like my content, my guides, please do subscribe. It will really mean a lot to me. So thank you guys. See you next time.